Stop onsite the police Khartoum targeted on Eritrean migrants. 1. Why Eritreans flee their country, a look at the political climate. Eritrea has been ruled by a one-party government since independence, with limited political and civil liberties. Eritrea's mandatory military conscription has been criticized as forced labor, contributing to fleeing the country. Eritreans face significant economic challenges, including high unemployment rates, which can make it difficult to support themselves and their families. The government's human rights abuses, including torture, arbitrary detention, and restrictions on freedom of speech, have been well documented and contribute to the desire to leave. Many Eritreans flee the country due to a lack of opportunities for education and personal growth. In addition, they desire to escape the oppressive political climate. 2. Exposed Eritrean migrants' injustices in Khartoum. Eritrean migrants in Khartoum face injustices, including police brutality, extortion, and detention. Eritrean migrants are vulnerable to exploitation due to their lack of legal status and limited resources access. Women and children are particularly vulnerable to abuse and trafficking. Discrimination against Eritrean migrants is fueled by racism, xenophobia, and a lack of awareness of their plight. Raising awareness about Eritrean migrants' injustices in Khartoum is crucial to advocating for their rights and dignity. 3. A day in the life of an Eritrean migrant in Khartoum. Eritrean migrants in Khartoum often live in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. They may struggle to find work or access healthcare and education. Fear of being detained or deported can make everyday activities, such as walking to the market or taking public transportation, a source of stress and anxiety. Eritrean migrants resort to begging or informal work to survive. Despite these challenges, many Eritrean migrants in Khartoum remain hopeful and resilient, relying on community and faith to get through difficult times. 4. Interview with Eritrean refugees, their experiences and challenges. Eritrean refugees often face significant challenges in leaving their country, including crossing borders illegally and avoiding detection by authorities. Once they arrive in a host country, they may struggle to find stable housing, employment, and access to healthcare and education. Eritrean refugees experience trauma and abuse, including torture, forced labor, and sexual violence. This can have long-lasting effects on their physical and mental health. Discrimination and racism against refugees can make it difficult for them to integrate into their new communities and feel belonging. Despite these challenges, many Eritrean refugees are grateful for the opportunity to start over in life. They are determined to build a better future for themselves and their families. 5. Discussing police brutality and racism in Sudan towards Eritrean migrants. Eritrean migrants in Sudan often face discrimination and racism, which can be exacerbated by their lack of legal status and vulnerability to exploitation. Police brutality against Eritrean migrants has been well documented, including arbitrary detention, extortion, and physical abuse. Xenophobia and a lack of awareness about Eritrean migrants' challenges contribute to discrimination and racism. Advocacy and awareness-raising efforts can combat police brutality and racism towards Eritrean migrants in Sudan. It is crucial to promote understanding and empathy towards Eritrean migrants and recognize their contributions to society, in order to build a more inclusive and equitable community. 6. Calling for action: how to help Eritrean migrants in Khartoum and beyond. Donate to organizations that provide support and resources to Eritrean migrants in Khartoum and other regions. Raise awareness about Eritrean migrants' challenges through social media, community events, and advocacy efforts. Lobby governments and international organizations to protect and support Eritrean migrants, including access to legal and social services. Volunteer with organizations that provide assistance and advocacy for Eritrean migrants, including legal support, language services, and community-building initiatives. Educate yourself and others about the root causes of displacement and migration, including political conflict, economic inequality, and environmental challenges. Advocate for policies that address these issues.